All right, three things or three activities that are an absolute waste of time in your business. Number one, website. Now these days you actually don't even need a website, and a lot of people spend so much time on getting it all ready, and they do all the branding and they have the logo and they spend all of this time and money on establishing this stuff. This stuff will waste money and time. So if you're spending all this time prettying up your website and writing all these interesting things on it, no one cares. Not many people are actually going to see it. So what you're actually better off to do, just to get started, you can get the website and all the fancy stuff down the track, but just to get started, do a Facebook page. It's free. It takes you 10 minutes to do. You don't need to spend all that time on creating a website. And generally, while you're doing that, you're not on the phone making calls and making sales, which is ultimately what you should be doing in your business. Number two, creating a program. So if you're looking at doing online programs, if you create a program before you sell it, you'll actually find that the people you get might not fit what you've created. You're better off selling to the people, and funny how this little selling word comes up constantly, and I will talk about that a lot in my videos. But if you're spending all this time putting together a program and then you're finding the people to put into it, it might not actually be conducive with what they want. You're better off speaking to the people, finding out what they want, than giving them an idea of how you would provide that solution, and then in your program giving them that solution. Creating a program does take some time. I don't imagine you'll be starting a program tomorrow, so there's plenty of time for you to put that together based around the people that you've recruited for your program. Number three, flyers. Get out of the 80s. Seriously, flyers are the biggest waste of time. I remember in my early days, my first business when I was doing date coaching for men, I was standing on the corner at Wynyard Station in Sydney handing out flyers to guys in peak hour. Shoving them into hands, regardless of whether they had wedding rings on. You never know, they might have friends. And most of them ended up on the road. And I ended up meeting a homeless guy who followed me around everywhere. But the amount of time and energy that I put into it, I got nothing out of it. I did letterbox drops in Chatswood around the student areas. I didn't get one call. And so in the time that it takes, you're better off just getting on Facebook. That's where you're going to be seen. Getting on YouTube, getting on Google+. Use social media to your absolute advantage, because if you're doing that, then more people are going to see what you do, and the ones that are really genuinely interested will also see that and follow you, as opposed to me just handing out flyers to anyone that walks past. It's a waste of money and resources and trees, of course, but it's also not targeting the kinds of guys, or not really finding the kinds of guys that I wanted to target. And so that's what you need to do. And that's it. So tomorrow I'm actually going to share with you the top 3 things you need to do in your business that you need to spend your time on. So until then, have a great day.